guys? It's it's your boy. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're back for with Slime Boss to do Mario Kart. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I can't think this straight right now. We're back though, ranking our tracks. We did Super Mario Kart last time, and we're gonna keep going in order. Today we are doing Mario Kart 64 tracks. Should, should hopefully be a lot easier because there's
Yeah,
actually a better variety of tracks in this game. So
yeah. Um,
yeah,
I think this game definitely started to bring more identity to the series. We obviously don't have the visual fidelity of later games. I think the way the series went was obviously like they just started, like just 64. They
yeah,
just started. They were all flat. 64. They were able to do a little bit more with depth at the very least, and
yeah.
but they didn't really take too much advantage of it. There's just a couple of hills here and there. And then Super Circuit is when they really start going in on the visuals, and
Although,
that's where people
but they were
start.
flat again. But
Well,
they were
they
flat
were
again.
flat again. There
But
wasn't a lot of, but there was a lot more
but
visual
yeah,
variety, and we can see that with the Booster Course Pass remakes.
that, yeah,
So,
and that's not their fault either. Like they had to do flat tracks again. That's all
mm,
this the GBA could handle. But once you got to Double Dash, though,
yeah, that's when
man,
iconic maps start appearing.
yeah, 64 is a few iconic ones, but a lot of the other ones are kind of left in the dust. Super
Yeah,
Circuit, Super
and
Circuit tracks are like they're being appreciated more with their remakes more than they have in the original game. So,
yeah, and going back to 64, I had a really hard time ranking these, particularly because I was thinking about the 8 version. And now,
oh yeah,
retrospectively thinking, I'm like, Yoshi Valley, the original, is not so good. It's better later, but not right now. Um,
Calamari Desert was always a good to me, but the Booster Course Pass
it's
version
just
just
plain. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the remakes just make them so much better, and they deserve remakes.
yeah.
Some of these like
I s-
absolutely deserve their remake.
oh yeah, in the Booster Course Pass version though, with changing it up and going on the tracks is just amazing.
Hmm.
Makes it feel like a whole new track. Otherwise, it would just be like a very basic layout. So it
All
really
right.
changes it up.
Yeah. You guys know how this
Although it's
works. We'll be gonna going in order. Mushroom to special. No retro. There's no retros in this game. Um,
not until actually I was gonna say not until DS, but technically the next
Super
one.
Circuit. Yeah. So
Hold on,
I do
40.
actually want to start ranking those because they do have some visual differences. So, there is
And
a
the although
reason, and they are technically remakes, so we can talk about them in the remake light or the remake
I only
context.
I only realized recently too that the Super Mario Kart tracks and Super Circuit, the backgrounds they use just reuse backgrounds from the Nitros. Like
Yeah.
SNES Mario Circuit just reuses like the GBA Mario Circuit background.
Yeah.
Choco
So
Island uses the Sunset Wilds background.
yeah, so we're gonna go in order. We'll start with Luigi Raceway. We give our thoughts on it, where we placed it, and then we will make an average, or wherever we want to put it on the what do we call it? The global, the our universal one, whatever,
Oh yeah.
the joint one, if you will.
Yeah,
And then
the overall track ranking.
yeah, and then we will show them at the end, and then make any final adjustments that we need to. We'll do whoopsie daisy. I just I reset it because we need to obviously make a new tier list of our joint opinion. So I accidentally removed F. So
Oh, I forgot about F. I don't mm, okay, actually I will make an F. Hold on. There is one I can actually move down into there. I
all
was like, you know
right.
what? I can do that. There's mm, actually wait. Hold on. Because I'm trying to decide which of the D tiers is actually worse that I'd put down an F. Uh okay, that one. I'll do that one.
All right.
I don't have many in this tier at all. Um
All right. So
mm,
the first one. Let me check the recording. Make sure we are still good. All right. The first one is Luigi Raceway.
yeah.
So,
As
all right, you can, yeah, you can start. I was just gonna
as
say,
as as I do with all starter tracks, I didn't want to just be like, oh, simple F, so I just put it in B again. I feel
yeah,
like it's the starter. If you look at it as it's supposed to be the track that introduces, I feel like it's just the average. Also, I will say though, one of my favorite starter tracks of all the ones we've had throughout the series. There's something about it, like even though it's short,
yeah.
it's something about
Um,
it's nice.
I have a lot of, uh, I really like this track. I think I like the Double Dash one better.
I
The
can
Luigi
agree. I can
Raceway
agree with that.
or Luigi Circuit, I think it's called.
And
Um,
then you also have Wii Luigi Circuit,
that one's just whatever. That's literally Mario Raceway. It's basically Mario Raceway, Luigi
which is
Circuit,
funny.
and yeah,
Which is funny
um,
because Mario Raceway was in that game.
yeah. So, oh yeah, so we're in the Mushroom Cup, and oh, I was gonna say afterwards we're gonna rank the cups as a whole as well, just like last time with Super Mario Kart. So I like Luigi Raceway. I have a lot of nostalgia with it because of Seven. But again, it's just a painfully basic track. Where did I put it here? I put it in B tier. I think it's. I mean, I have a lot of nostalgia with it. It's a perfectly fine track, but it ain't the best of the best. It's just kind of
Yeah.
actually mid, not the way
It
people
although it is the
define mid.
track that introduced one of the best songs in the entire Mario Kart series.
True.
Because the Raceway music is fire. Like my God, and the Mario Kart 8 remake for Royal Raceway just man, I love that song.
So where did you put it?
I have it in B.
B as well.
B for
Oh
average.
man.
So yeah, we're in agreement there. That's good.
Yeah. All right. So
Oh
B.
no, I have a feeling the next one we're not though. Oh no.
Moo Moo Farm.
Because I know you love this track.
I love Moo Moo Farm because
You
of
you
DS, and I
you
hate.
start.
I like.
Oh,
Okay, I don't
you
hate.
hate the original?
No, 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 no. I don't hate Moo Moo. What's the other one? Moo Moo Meadows. I don't hate that
Meadow.
one. However, for my entire life, when everyone was like, "Yeah, I love Moo Moo Meadows," I'm like, "Yeah, I love Moo Moo Meadows too," thinking they're talking about Moo Moo Farm. So, I love Moo Moo Farm. I don't hate Moo Moo Meadows, but I vastly prefer Moo Moo Farm to Moo Moo Meadows. It's in just my opinion. And this is my first S rank.
Whoa.
Top of
Okay.
S rank. Top of S rank.
My God.
I love Moo
Okay.
Moo Farm. I love it. It's so simple. It's
Oh boy.
charming. I think Moo Moo Farm or Moo Moo Meadows is like maybe like overhyped.
I
And yeah, I
I
vastly prefer Moo Moo Farm to Moo Moo Meadows.
well, I do think the DS version is better than Moo Moo Farm, but I hate to break it to you. I have it in C tier.
Why? It's a great track.
Because I don't know. It's just short and an oval.
So Moo Moo.
It's not one it's one of the ones I like tend to remember the least sometimes, but it's so fun. I mean, Moo Moo Meadows wouldn't exist if it weren't for Moo Moo Farm, so I'll give it that. Moo Moo
I
Meadows is essentially just Moo Moo Farm 2. So
I will not end this conversation unless you can at least put it at top of A.
no, compared to the other tracks that are in A, not really.
I can't not move out of S or A. I can't.
I'm not gonna move it. I can't see it being any higher. Everything in B or higher is just like I want, like they fit there perfectly for me.
No, not for your list, for our list. This is
Uh,
socialism.
how about B? Because
I
it's
can't.
Mushroom
I
Cup.
can't. Bottom of A is the worst I'll settle for. I will not. We will have to make a fair exchange later. I'm gonna put it at bottom of A for now, but we
Okay,
will have to
fine.
make a fair exchange. Me and Hylian did I don't.
Maybe
You need to watch the Zelda tier list, but it is very long. But we were arguing for at least an hour specifically about Twilight Princess because I hate Twilight Princess, and he refused to not let me put Twilight Princess in S tier. The only way I
Good.
put at Twilight Princess HD in S tier is because he put Skyward Sword HD in S tier.
Okay, I'm glad he got Twilight Princess that high. Good. He's based for that.
I hate Twilight Princess. All right, Koopa Troopa Beach.
It'll probably also things will change as we add more.
Yeah.
Koopa Troopa Beach, I have it high B, just above Luigi Raceway. It's like average, but I like it a little better because there's just something charming about it that I really
I
like.
really want it to come to 8, mostly because of
Oh,
Sunshine Airport, but
it's sadly
it's
not gonna
just
happen now,
probably
probably.
one of, if not my favorite. It's on par with Cheap Cheap for me.
One of the best beach tracks, yeah.
And I mean, obviously, like Cheap Cheap Lagoon is one of the worst beach tracks, but this is honestly on par with Cheap Cheap Beast for me for one of my favorites. It's also S tier.
Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, no joke. When I didn't know, like when I first played 64, when I saw the for some reason I thought the map was gonna be shaped like Koopa Troopa when I saw it, but then
Mm,
it wasn't. But that would have been cool.
yeah. So I have it in S.
I have it in B, so A is in
A
between
is
S and
fine.
B, so A it is.
All right. Next up, the
Oh
final
yeah,
track in Mushroom,
the best
Calamari
track in the whole
Desert.
cup. The Mushroom Cup ends with the best track in the entire cup.
So it is painfully boring.
Okay,
I mean, I like the changes that they made. I think it's a lot fresher in 8, but I've never liked this. I've never liked it in 60 in 7. This is like one of the weakest tracks in 7. I don't like it here. I mean, obviously it's the worst iteration. It's just bland, it's boring. I don't like desert stages
you
except
think
for
the
one,
7
but
version is worse than the original
no,
one?
no, 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 no. I didn't like it in
Oh,
7. I'm saying it's one of the worst tracks in 7. Um,
oh.
I think 8's is the best version, obviously.
I feel
Um,
like I feel like whenever it comes back again in the future, they're gonna definitely go off the 8 Deluxe version. Like
yeah,
that'd be
and
the
the
best
problem
option.
is that every time we see it, it's exactly the same. They've never made any sort of drastic change other than going in the
Well,
tunnel,
in the BCP, it kind of makes sense because it is just pulling from the tour version, which
which is
that
pulling
version's
from the
just
7
based.
version, which is
Yeah, so
didn't change very much. It just made it modern, and
it looks great
it's
in HD
already
though.
bad.
It looks great
So
in HD though. It's
true, but
Arizona. It's
I hate
Arizona.
Arizona. I live here and I hate the desert. I've always hated desert areas. I've quit Mario games because of the desert area. I
I'm
hate
from
the desert
California.
area.
I'm from California, so I know how that feels.
So I put it in C.
Although California is not as deserty as Arizona. I actually have it in A because despite even if it doesn't look the best, I still find it even the original one to be pretty fun.
So
So
B tier.
yeah,
Do you have it above Luigi or below? I have it below because it's in C.
I have it in A because Luigi's in B. This one's in A.
So
Actually, the top of it.
above
Actually, have it. Yeah,
above
above
or below
Luigi.
Luigi? Above Luigi?
Yeah, Luigi's B, Calamari is A. So
But that's for
oh, you mean
you. I'm in
in that
C.
tier is because Luigi Raceway is also in B.
Yeah.
I'd say
I think
I'd
it's
say
below.
above.
I like Luigi better than this. Damn
That's
it.
fair. You can that's fair.
All right.
I was gonna say yeah, it's funny. It's my top of A. I have it. It's literally in my top five. There's just
Mm,
something about it I've always liked though. But
yeah, I
to
mean,
each their own.
it's just kind of boring.
You know, it was an attempt. It was their first desert track they've ever had in the Mario Kart. So
Yeah. All right.
they
Flower
they tried.
Cup. Original Toad's Turnpike.
May I say how weird it is that the Flower Cup doesn't start with Mario Circuit?
I
That's
guess, yeah.
usually well, that was the trend for following games. They didn't do it. Well, no Mario Raceway. I can see why it's last though. It's kind of a longer track. Anyway, Toad's
I
Turnpike.
don't like the original. It is awful. It is honestly one
I
of the
yeah.
worst tracks in the game.
I have it in C.
I have it in
I have it in.
D. Well, oh wait, I don't have F. Never mind. We don't need F.
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay,
Actually,
that's fine.
I changed my mind. I'm.
I,
I
I feel like
will. I will say, I had it in D. I will put that in F. I am putting Toad's Turnpike in F.
it's that bad.
Well, because the other one isn't bad. It just desperately needs a remake. The other one I have in D. It
Yeah,
desperately needs a remake. You probably know which one I'm talking about. But it's not bad by any stretch. It's just long and in desperate need of a remake. And so I have it in D tier for those reasons, which we'll talk about. But I think
yeah,
Tone Pike, at least the original Tone Pike, is actually terrible. It's actually bad.
yeah. I have it in C. It's not the best. With the controls of 64, the cars were just really annoying in that one.
I
Like
mean,
I
Diddy's
know the
driving
Mario
the truck, so
I know the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like Mario Kart 8 version, made it easier, but I feel like that was kind of needed, honestly.
yeah.
Like,
And it looks so
also,
much better. I think there's a lot of visual fidelity in eight's
yeah,
version. Well, obviously, but no,
and
it's
then,
a
and
great
then
track in eight.
and then Shroom Ridge came in the DLC, and now everyone says that's better than Toad's Turnpike, which I mean, I guess I kind of agree with,
Yeah,
but
Toad's Turnpike is just basic. So
yeah,
although
Shroom Ridge has sharper turns and
although
stuff
it's
like
the
that. Yeah.
shortest, although it's the only night track we have, and there's an infinitely better night track, i.e. Moonview. So,
Well,
oh
also
my God, imagine.
Mushroom City as well.
I don't really have an opinion on that one. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen very many of the Double Dash tracks,
Yeah, it
other
hasn't been
than the
remade
ones
yet,
that
sadly.
remade like Daisy Cruiser and Dino
Fingers
Dino.
crossed. Fingers crossed we get Mushroom City in the BCP. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
but like
That is data mine for
Moonview.
forward.
Oh my! I could just imagine if they had it in
Oh,
eights
and the and
like
and
the
the
sky.
remix
Ugh.
and the
Yeah,
remix.
that too.
That music
So
is really good too.
I have it
Anyway,
in
yeah.
F. You have it in C.
So D.
Are you willing to put it down to F?
I mean, if you want, but I was just thinking D is in between C and
It's
F.
just I
But
know it's our average, but like it
but
is
I
so
I
bad.
definitely there's a few other tracks I think are a little worse than this one. So that's
I
why I said like
don't think so. I mean obviously I put calamari above this, so um
if you wanted
yeah.
an F, go ahead. But I just thought if I have it in C and you have it in F, it should be in
But
between.
again,
But
it mainly
that's fair.
relies on the other one that I'm speaking of that's in D. So I guess maybe we'll move it around at the end. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. You can put an F for now. We can always move it up later
All
if
right.
it
It's
comes
just
out that
again,
way.
it literally because the other one that's in D is just it's good track, but it's just God, it needs a remake, and it's really
Yeah,
long.
oh, yeah, it feels so, dude. The 8 version, oh my god, that it feels so long in 64. Like, it's like I think it's like the third or fourth longest track. And 64 had a lot of long tracks. That
Not
was the thing I
Toad, the
had.
other one, the other guy that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. 64 had like 3 or 4 tracks that were really long. It
Yeah,
was like Bowser's Castle, Jungle Parkway was pretty long. Like
yeah.
Rainbow Road, of course. Like
All right, next
there's a
up,
reason.
go ahead.
Wasn't it? No, I was just saying there's a reason they shorten them when they remake them
Oh
sometimes.
yeah. All right, we have Frappe Snowland. I actually this is probably my I know that Sherbet Land was remade in Wii and people like it for that, but I honestly prefer Frappe
Frappe
over
was also in DS as
yeah.
well,
I mean,
and it's back
IDS
and it's back in
bias.
tour, and it
Yeah,
was back in tour before Lakes came around. I was really hoping because the Mario Kart games typically have like 4 and 64 tracks that we were gonna get Calamari Desert, Choco Mountain, Frappe Snowland, and Koopa Troopa Beach, but rip. Now
yeah.
we're
I
not
really
getting that.
do love Frappe Snowland, but I have it at the bottom of A, so it's one of my favorites for sure.
I have it at B.
B. I mean, it's
Yeah,
at bottom of A, so I mean, if that, I mean, that's it's either
bottom of
bottom
A
of
and
A or
B.
top of B.
What else is in B?
Luigi Raceway and Calamari Desert.
Would would you put that above those? Probably.
Yeah,
What's in A?
right now for me, or it's
In the overall one.
Moo Moo, and Koopa Troopa.
Uh,
I don't think it's better than those, obviously, because it's an S, but
well, dang, that actually makes it hard because I don't know what. I guess it could be
it
either
could go
one. We'll
either
just
way. Bottom of A or top of B.
um, let's just do top of B for now.
Okay.
I mean, we can always move it.
All
Also,
right.
the music is
Yeah.
my favorite Snow Trek songs. It's so good.
Yeah. Great. This game has a lot of bangers for sure.
It does, yeah. This is where the music really started picking up.
Choco Mountain. Do you wanna hear a hot take?
Oh boy.
I don't like the Booster Course Fast version because there is too much going on. I really love the simplicity of this
You
track.
mean like every other Mario Kart 8 remake?
Did I say Choco Mountain already? Yeah. I just think there's just it's not even because it's in the booster course pass. I mean imagine, a HD Choco Mountain, but I just really like the simplicity of this track, and I don't think that it needed like the glider section or anything like that. I love the DS version a lot. I love the mystery because it's like the fog. They'd removed the fog, so I really love this track. And I think that this is one of those tracks that just kind of brings me nostalgia. Even the 64 version does because it's just so simple. Mario 64 esque geometry, and I grew up with 64 DS.
Something
So
about the music is so nostalgic
yeah,
too.
the
Like you
music
hear
is
it and you're
great as
just
well.
even when I
Um,
first heard the Booster Course Pass version, I got like chills. I was like, "Oh my god,
yeah,
this music."
but it's supposed to be like a hike up a mysterious mountain. I mean, there's a fucking face in the mountain. So I put it in S tier. This is my bottom of S. This is like those are my top three favorite tracks: Moo Moo, Koopa Troopa, and Choco Mountain.
Dang. I don't have it in S, but I do have it in A. So,
Top of A it
still
is.
really good track. Yeah, because I personally love the Boost Course Pass version. It's like I especially love that it's not just a small tunnel; it's like a whole cave you go into now.
I
I do
think
really love
it
that.
changed from a hike of a mysterious mountain to more of a mining expedition, and I don't like that. And they
That's
completely changed it too because originally it was like a straight path through the tunnel, very short, and then it was like wavy hills. Now it's just a couple of turns and then you go on the glider.
well, the
So
turns were there, but they were there after the tunnel. But
yeah,
now they're just in a cave. But I personally like the cave, but I get if people like the original better.
I think there was a certain aesthetic with the original, and I have a lot of nostalgia towards it. I don't necessarily hate the remake. I think the visuals are obviously a lot better. I just don't like the direction that they went with it.
That's fair.
All right, the final track in the Flower Cup is the Mario Raceway. Painfully actually mid. I just have it in C. It's just mid.
I actually have it in A. I actually really like this track.
All right.
There's something about it, like it's a little better than Luigi Raceway. The difficulty's upped. It's a little longer. Like, and of course, it still has the banger music to back it up, but like it just yeah.
I just
And I also my first experience was in Wii, but even the Wii version I really love. So
yeah, and
actually in Wii, it's one of the best tracks. I think it's one of like the people's favorite tracks in Mario Kart Wii.
yeah, I think that um I think it just came to tour actually. I think
No,
it's
it didn't.
no,
You're
no,
thinking
not
of
this
Luigi
one, not
Raceway.
this one, not this one. Mario Circuit 7. I think it's Mario Circuit, the one with the cherry blossoms
Oh yeah,
and you
that's been
go
in
through.
tour since like the beginning,
Okay,
basically.
no, that one is a lot better than this one. I think it's literally an evolution
I
of this
agree.
one
I would.
because it has the pipe and everything. I just think this one's
Yeah.
just plainly average. I really like Luigi Raceway because of the Luigi aesthetic and the little brick tunnel, and the
See,
jumbotron is really
you're
cool to me.
mentioning the you mentioned the pipe too. Like this was the Mario circuit that kind of set the like standard for future Mario circuits. Like DS Mario Circuit, which just came to tour in the Booster Course Pass, also uses the pipe. That's
Yeah,
like
but it's
it really did set the standards for it.
I just think I like Luigi Circuit better. It's just my opinion. I just think it's
Yeah,
painfully. I think this track is just painfully average, and
that's fair.
there's just nothing I can that sticks out to me that I like, especially because there's basically better versions of this track. And even
What
the
about
Wii remake didn't even remake anything. It was the same track, just higher fidelity.
although a lot of people say it's better, but I think it's just because of how Mario Kart Wii plays.
Yeah,
Because the way it plays made the track better.
yeah. Where do we put in this?
So
I
I have
have
it
it in
in A, you
C.
have it in C, so B, I guess.
So here's the problem. I would put it at bottom of B because Frappe Snowland is actually good. Luigi is better than Mario, but it's still average, and I hate Calamari.
I can handle that. Yeah, I think low B is fair.
All right. I just don't think it's.
What do you think of the
I
Wii
think I
version?
think it's
Oh wait, no, you just said that. No
I
way.
think it's better than Calamari to be honest with you. Well, actually, that's a lie. Never mind. I have it below Calamari and C. So
Imagine how much better Mario Racer would be if it came back now, though. It'd probably be a lot better.
Maybe. I mean, I'm trying to think of like what possible changes, because that's part of the reason why people didn't like Mario Circuit 3, right? And Booster Course, was it Mario Circuit 3? Or
Yeah.
Booster? Because it was just the same thing again, and that's what. And the crazy thing is we have an SNES track to compare it to, and that's Donut
Well,
Plains, and there's so
people
much more
should
going on.
people should have expected it if it was coming from the tour version. People should have
Yeah,
expected
but
that.
it's literally, and even in tour they could have done so much more, because it literally looks like the Wii version, just more cartoony. Like, what were you thinking? Like, there just needs to be a lot more going on for it to mean anything.
For me, there's something I like about the retro look, though. I don't know. There's something I
I
just
think
like.
that's fine, but it's just the Wii version. Like, at that point, we didn't even need it again. Need to see it again. It's just filler. You know what I
They
mean?
they needed an SNES track, so they had to get one of the OGs.
It's three though. It's three. Why three? Why not
Because it has
one?
it has the best layout of the four SNES Mario circuits.
All right. Now we're on to the Star Cup, and this is the track that I was referencing, Wario
Ah,
Stadium.
yes,
So this
Mario
is
Stadium.
fucking long as fuck. I don't know
Oh, this
how,
was the other one. Yeah, this is the other
but
long
it is
one.
just absolutely in need of a remake. It is a great idea for a track. Obviously, there's another Wario Stadium, I think,
Yeah, DS.
DS Wario Stadium, which honestly I don't like. I like this track. I like this track a lot. I think it's better than Wario Stadium. I don't think it's better than Waluigi Stadium, and I don't think it's better than Waluigi Coliseum, which I think is the best of all of these.
Or Wario
Yeah,
Coliseum. Yeah,
Wario Coliseum. But again, it is just so long, and there's not too much going on, but it I would love to see it. I would love to see a remake of this. It's that and Wario Coliseum need a remake, because I just want to see it again and what
I'm
they could
always
do with
worried
it.
that.
But I have it in D because of the length and the me it I just want to see it do better, because it's a really great premise, and I like
I'm
this a lot
worried
more
that
than Wario Stadium.
I'm worried that like hardcore fans that like Mario Kart 64 and who love Wario Stadium, like one day when it comes back and they shorten it, would just be like really upset that it was shortened or something. But
Yeah, I would be upset if it's shortened for sure. I just don't know how, unless they change it to 2 laps or they do the.
that's
I just
probably
don't know if it's long enough to warrant a split, or like the three sections. I don't think it's long enough for that.
I think like having a 2 lap thing would probably be like just make it 2 laps instead of
Did they
three.
make Rainbow Road longer? I feel like
Uh,
no, because even then, with
no,
a 3 part system, it makes it feel way shorter. It's way short.
yeah. Some people said that in Mario Kart 8 they should have just kept it at 3 full laps or something, but then it would have been
No,
really long.
even
Two laps,
I don't know.
2 full laps, 2 full laps would have been fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I put it in D because I think there's so much promise with this one. It's just kind of whatever, and I would
Yeah.
love to see a remake of this. It's just way too long. I think,
Well,
yeah.
I put it may be long, but I put an A because I just find the track really fun.
I like it, but it's just way too long. I put all of the
And
long ones in low ranks because
and and
why?
it has the banger music game. Also, may I just say it's really weird how, because like usually circuits they'll share the same music, whatever. Why did they just give Wario Stadium the circuit music?
Mm-mm.
It does.
I put
I
it
always
in
just feel
C.
I have it in A.
No, I put it in D, so we could put it in
Oh, yeah,
C.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, but I just it's like the odd one out because like the three circuits having the same music. I get it, but like, why does Wario Stadium have the circuit music?
I
You
don't
couldn't
know.
come up with you couldn't come up with one more song or something, or you know what? Even
Yeah.
like I think like Choco Mountain's music could have fit somewhat well on here at least. But it's just funny.
Yeah. All
I
right,
guess
Sherbet
they just ran out
Land.
of space. Oh
This
sure.
is
Oh no.
the
Oh
infinitely
no.
worst snow map, but I have it in B under Luigi.
I I agree, but I have it in F. I have it as the worst track in this
This is
game.
the
See,
Wii
okay,
one. What do you mean?
no, no, no. If we're talking about the Wii version specifically, it'd be like
It's the
B. It'd be
same
way higher up.
thing.
No,
They
because
just made it.
the controls of 64 make it way worse for me. Oh my god, it's too slippery.
I
It's very
guess
annoying. The
I didn't
rubber
take the
banding.
controls into account. I'm only mainly focused on visuals, music, and identity. I
Oh
didn't
yeah, I
focus
kind
on
of went off.
playability, other than length, I guess, which is a
Also,
part
the
of the
rubber
visual.
banding on this track for some reason just feels really annoying. Like it feels like the computer is just like I don't know.
I'll
There's just
put
something
it
about it.
in bottom of C. Cause I don't know. I mean, unless you want it lower than that,
That's fair, I guess. Yeah, and the fact it's so slippery is what also makes it really annoying for me.
it's just fine. I think that Frappe Snowland has more visual identity, and it's
Frappe
also
Snowland's the better ice track of the two.
yeah. I think it has more visual identity, having that statue thing, that snowman of Mario, and
Yeah,
the
it's just prettier looking.
yeah, and it's just cozy, you know. And then Frappe
Really, like
Snowland is like,
Sherbetland's
I
like
mean,
just
Sherbetland, yeah,
ice and water.
yeah.
That's
There's
all.
that cave, which I mean, it's all right, and it's a nice. It's more of a reference
A
to,
lot of
I think, what is it called? Frappe Snowland is more of a reference to Snowman's Land, and Sherbet
yeah,
Land is a reference to Cool Cool Mountain, I guess.
yeah.
Um, but it
Um,
just, I don't know. It's just
I think
whatever
I
to me. Not
I
my
think I
favorite.
said it. I think I said it one time, but like this is one of those cases. Super or 64 and a couple in Super Circuit have like Sherbetland is just a remake of Vanilla Lake essentially. It's just like
Yeah,
64's version of Vanilla Lake. It looks aesthetically like you're
it's
it's
just driving
fro
around a lake.
ice ice around water, yeah. And then
Yeah,
like what like Banshee Boardwalk like that's just 64's version of Ghost
I
Valley.
like
It even
Banshee.
has some of the music from Ghost Valley in it. And like yeah, pretty much like a lot. Super Circuit and 64 kind of remade some of the 64 tracks or the
All
Choco
right.
Mountain. That's
Yeah,
just like a new version of Choco Island. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
so yeah, there you go. Koopa Troopa
All
Beach,
right.
SNES Koopa Troopa Beach, N64. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
I have
have
it
a
in F.
prediction. The next track is Royal Raceway. Is it S for you?
Number one, baby. As we're going off of Mario Kart 8 ranking.
It is second in A for me because
Hey, not bad.
I already have my S rank. So
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Oh yeah, because we were limiting our S's to three, huh?
well, not
Yeah.
necessarily, but I made sure to make
Not to
them.
have too
Yeah,
many S's.
yeah.
Yeah. I always try
So
to limit mine to three. The only time I would put like an extra one is if like it's just really good that I can't move it lower. But this one also is three. But
so
this was
here's the
my first
problem.
S.
All of my S's, literally, you just moved all of my S's to A. Um, so I mean,
Oh
I'm
no!
perfectly fine with putting this in S, but something's got to go in S for me, from me.
What would you have in your S's?
Choco Mountain, Moo Moo Meadows, and Koopa Troopa Beach.
Choco Mountain. Let's do that.
Damn it.
I feel like that one's like the most like deserving of that spot. I feel like
No, Moo
between
Moo
those three.
Meadows. Moo Moo
Move.
Farm, Moo Moo Farm. All right.
Royal Raceway though, I've always said it.
Yeah, Royal
Something
Raceway.
about
It's great. Great track.
something about the layout, like it's a circuit track, but it almost doesn't feel like one half the time.
Yeah.
Like I forget it's a circuit track, but
And I
it
love the original version of it where you're able to drive up to Peach's Castle.
oh I
Um,
know.
I think we've talked about this before on the podcast. There was a fake video going around that I thought was real, where if you go on time trials and play Mario's or Peach or whatever Royal Raceway, and then drive up to the castle and use all of your mushrooms on the door, you'll teleport to Mario 64.
Oh man, that would have been
There's
so
just so
cool.
much nostalgia with the track. The music is obviously
I would
incredible.
love a track where you start in like the where you start in Mario 64, you drive through, you do it like you kind of go down that turn into the castle, go through into the first door, go through a painting into Bob on Battlefield. That'd be such a good
I
track.
think that's
Oh
actually a
man.
track. I think
That
that's
is
a
there's like a
real
custom
track. A
track.
fan, yeah, it's in
Yeah.
CTGPDS. It is a
But
real
like
track. It
I want that
exists.
as an official track,
I
dude. Like
know.
that'd be so sick. Oh
If we
man.
had like actual tracks based on actual games, that would be great. Because this is just
We
like
we have some.
loosely Mario. There's no
We have
like
some.
what when
Yeah.
which ones?
We have some. We have some. Not in this game specifically, but they're like
Even
TikTok
like
clock
Peach. Even like
from
oh yeah,
DS.
that's literally Mario 64. Yeah. But like Peach Beach is like
Double Dash.
sunshine in quotes. It's just
Yeah.
like sunshine.
Oh,
Not actually, but
Coconut Mall was the same too. Sunshine, because it's Sunshine Airport does the same thing. Well, that one's closer to being an actual Sunshine reference than the
even
other
then,
ones.
there's like an airstrip. It's not even an airport. It's an airstrip.
Delfino Square. Delfino Square. That
Yes,
one
that
though.
is one. Yes. So I wish there was more of that because it's just like Royal Raceway. It's just the area around Peach's Castle, which changes every Mario Kart game. So every Mario game, every Peach's Castle is different. So
No, it's really funny. Yeah, but no, I like it. In the Mario Kart 8 version, like I like when tracks change a lot, but I like that the Mario Kart 8 version is so faithful to the original. I mean, there
and it
wasn't really
looks
much they
great
could.
too. So
It does. And again, the music, the banger music with the
yeah.
circuit music, just man, the layout. Also in Japanese, it's just simply called Peach Circuit, which in the US we would eventually get in Super Circuit. So it is
Hmm.
Super Circuit, or Peach Circuit 1.
Yeah.
The first one.
All
Isn't it
right.
weird that they're called raceways like in like Europe and here, but in Japan they just stuck with traditional circuit? It's really weird.
Yeah. I don't know why they did raceways. That's weird.
Maybe they wanted to. Maybe they thought that that's what they were going to call them, and then with Super Circuit, they're like, "Nah, let's go back to Circuit."
Yeah. Well, it's called Super Circuit. You can't have a game called Super Circuit without
Yeah.
circuits.
Why is there no track called Super Circuit though? Come on.
The Super Circuit.
What would it even be?
I
I
don't know.
don't even know what it would be.
All
Just like a
all the
random.
circuit tracks combined into one big long track.
That'd be kind of sick.
The Super
Oh,
Circuit.
lap three. Lap three is Luigi Circuit, so it starts raining on lap three. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
All
That'd
right,
be interesting.
Bowser's Castle. This is one of the better Bowser's Castles, I think, in my
Oh my
opinion.
God, I was
Next to
so thrown
DS.
off. Sorry, I was so thrown off. I forgot it's in Star when these they,
This is
put it in
Star.
Star in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because in every other game they're in Special Cup afterward. Well, except the GBA ones, but the four is, but they're usually in Special after
Special then
64.
or Bowser's Castle
Special
then
Cup.
Rainbow Road. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I also
So,
not gonna lie. This feels like it should be in Special. I won't lie. Like even in 64,
yeah.
like I'd probably put which of the special ones would I put swap with it? Probably like DK's Jungle Parkway. I feel like that could have ended Star and then put Bowser's Castle
Mm,
right before Rainbow Road. Maybe it's
mm,
because of how long it is. Maybe they didn't want to have two long tracks back to back or something.
yeah.
Because it is pretty
Well,
long.
honestly, this might be one of my favorite Bowser's Castles.
I agree.
Um, but
It's so good.
I love DS. DS will never leave my heart. And H is
Uh,
just mid. It's just
I feel
literally
like the
like
DS one is so underrated. The DS
yeah,
one,
yeah,
like,
for sure. I don't know too much about Double Dashes, but I know it's very similar to DS's in terms of
oh,
like
I've been waiting for Double Dashes to come back. I want
bro,
that one back so bad.
Wii's and Eights are so similar. The
Wii is good though. I
Wii
like
has
Wii's.
they both have Bowser punching the track. Don't or
Well, no,
throwing
Bowser doesn't punch. He just shoots fireballs. But
well
Double
the
Dash had that too.
oh
Double
really?
Dash also had one
Okay.
that shoots fireballs. Although visually, that one looks way different from Wii and 8.
Yeah,
So
Wii and 8 look very similar.
I think 8's was inspired off of Wii's, is my guess. But
Yeah. Alright, and wait, I don't remember Sevens. What the hell is
uh,
Sevens Bowser's Castle?
it has like
Oh
the
wait,
like
no,
under
I don't really
under
like that one. That one's a little
the
weird.
underwater
They
section and
bring that
the
back in Tor
volcano.
so much for no reason.
Not recently. They've kind of retired it for a bit. It hasn't been
Alright.
in tour in like when
So
was the last time? I think it was like last time it was in tour was like January or something. They
really?
haven't brought it back in a while. Yeah, they kind of
Every
retired it
time
for
I
a bit.
play, they it's the one track that's there.
Yeah, for like 5 tours in a row it was there, but they've kind of it hasn't been back in a while now.
Yeah. All right. So I have it at bottom of A above Frappe Snowland.
I have it in S as the second best track.
God
I
damn it.
really I really like this track.
I
It's
like
actually
it
really good.
too, but like again, I had to pick my battle. Honestly,
Um
all of the tracks I have in S and A, except for Frappe, I don't think it's that good. Could theoretically be swapped in S, but I think I picked my three favorites. So actually, you know what? I think I'm willing to exchange Koopa Trooper Beach. So I'll put it in S tier.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I also just think about the Wii version. It is like the longest track in Wii, which is probably why you end the entire game with it.
Yeah,
with the lightning cut. But like,
yeah,
man, it's also one of the most competitive tracks in Wii. I know that. I also love
yeah.
that little secret about the one thwomp in the cage having like a name or something like that.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot what it
Because it
was.
just doesn't do anything. Why is there a thwomp in a cage?
What
So
did he
weird.
do that? What did he do that Bowser had to lock him up?
Yeah. All right.
It's just random.
DK's. Oh, I did not know there was an
Oh,
apostrophe there.
also the ominous music of N64 Bowser's Castle, the
Oh
choir.
yeah. Wait,
Man,
I'm trying to think of. How does it go?
it's like
Oh, that one.
oh,
I'm thinking
it's so
of.
ominous.
I'm thinking of DS's. I think it's like da
That
da da
which
da
the
da da da
DS is
da
just
da 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 da.
DS is just a remix of Airship Fortress, pretty much, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Which is like how Mario Kart Stadium and Mario Circuit are like remixes. Like they're the same
And Neo
song, but they're
Bowser
remixes.
City is not an original track. It's just all
It's
remix.
a medley. It's basically a Mario
Yeah.
Kart medley,
All
which I think is
right.
kind of cool. But
So
anyway, yeah, it has the apostrophe.
special. Yeah,
It's
so
the only DK track
DK's
with an apostrophe.
I thought it was DK Jungle Parkway. I like this one. This is also one I have an A. It's just the aesthetic. I think
Hmm.
it's very different from the rest of the courses. And isn't this like DK's first actual track?
Yes,
Other than I
he,
guess, yeah, no, that is it.
he didn't
So
have one in Super Mario Kart. So yeah, this was like that's
I
what I like
like
about
it,
64 was like it gave like every playable character has a track.
and
Like
it
Luigi,
gives me Country 64 vibes. So
it's
I
true.
think it's a great looking track. And it's also
Although
like OG country.
kind
So
of off all admit most forgettable song though of all the 64 tracks.
I can't even
It's just,
think of it
it's
actually.
just kind of like a digga 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 like just over like just kind of bongos like
Yeah.
they didn't really do much with it, but I mean I it's fine. I
So I
have it in
also have it
B.
in A.
I have it in B. It's just kind of okay for me.
I'm gonna put it at bottom of A just because we have so many, and B just to evenly
I
distribute.
I would put an A if it was the Wii version though. If it was in Wii, I would put an A because
I don't remember the
I do
Wii
like it.
version at all. I think
It was,
DK Summit kind of overshadows it. Like I can't
you know,
remember it at
Wii was
all.
so funny. DS and Wii were funny with their retros because they didn't try to like distribute much. Like you had the Nitro Mario Circuit, and then you had Mario Circuit 3, GCN Mario Circuit, uh,
Yeah.
and then like what N64 Mario Raceway, and then you had Bowser's Castle, GBA Bowser's Castle 3, and N64 Bowser's Castle, and then you had Summit, Mountain, and Parkway for DK tracks. I was like,
Wait,
whoa.
they had uh Mountain in that in Wii too?
Yeah, they had Summit, Mountain, and Parkway all in the same game.
Jesus. All
Which,
right.
you know what I thought is funny? Because DK Mountains and Torrent is so likely for the BCP, so it'd be funny if we once again have a Mario Kart game where Summit and Mountain are in the same game.
Yeah. Well,
At
it's
least
also Mountain and Dino are very similar.
that's why, yeah, we're gonna get one or the other because they're both in Tor. They're both equally likely,
Yeah.
I think. So we could get
I
Mountain,
I
but we could get
honestly I really hope they change it up because remember that some I think the leak is wrong now, right? Because they
no,
changed
not
it.
really. All the changes really is the placements, the amount of tracks, and like the actual like
Oh, I'm not talking about like
prefixes are
the
still the same.
prefixes because like I would honestly love to see some of the double dash tracks that haven't been remade, Mushroom City, Coliseum,
Um, I could see
because
City. I could.
it would kind of as much as I want to see Daisy Cruiser, like I don't want to we don't. I would rather see something else. I like
The only one, the only one that's likely that hasn't been remade yet is like City, I think, because that's like the only one data mined for
yeah.
tours so far.
So Mushroom. I mean, I'm fine with DK Summit or
Mountain.
Mountain. I honestly like DK Pass better than Summit, by the way.
Okay, actually, just going off topic for a bit. Actually, which do you like better, Mountain or Dino Dino Jungle? Because that's a big debate that people have too. Is like, oh,
I
which one would you
need to.
rather have in the
I
boost
haven't
program?
played Mountain. Um,
Mountain is in Double Dash and
I
Wii, and
know
then
that. I haven't
Dino
played it,
Dino.
but
Oh
I
yeah,
played Dino because of Seven.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like Mountain might be more likely just because it's been longer since it's been remade, but who knows? And the Tour
Yeah.
remake is pretty. Tour remake is pretty much just the Wii version. Like, I mean, it's great,
Yeah.
but
Oh yes,
yeah,
I
who
do
knows?
remember why it's in Wii because it's that infamous clip of Daisy getting her fucking world rocked.
Yeah, and it has some half pipes on it on some turns.
Yeah. All
Man.
right. Next up is Yoshi
Anyway,
Valley, and you're gonna hate me for
uh,
this one.
I may not actually. You'd be
So
surprised.
I don't like the original.
I kind of agree with that, honestly.
I
I
don't.
can't.
It,
I
it's
can't.
so there's. It is not clear where you need to go, and the routes are so fucking skinny. And remember, we played it together, and I was like, "Oh my god,
You
this
were
is
having a hard.
awful."
You, you were having a
I
hard time
kept
over there.
falling, so I have it
I
at bottom of C.
it was weird for me because like I was fine like the first lap, and then by second lap I got hesitant and just started.
Yeah.
I
And
also
like I was
actually.
trying to do the 8 route because you could still
Oh
do it.
yeah,
You could go on the wooden bridge and then go around, and that's like the fastest route. But the bridge is so goddamn skinny. It's like the width of the cart.
I kind of like that though. It adds a bit of challenge. Like you kind of.
Yeah, but like that's not the
Yeah,
route anymore because
is that?
it's more risk versus reward. You might as well go around, and I
But
did
the
for
eight.
some laps.
But man, yeah, the 8 and tour versions are so much better than the original. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
and also it just seems long. It
Which I
seems
like how
way
I say
longer.
it is one of the longer tracks. Also, I like how 8/tour. I say that because the tour version is just the 8 version.
Yeah,
But
it
anyway,
seems
um,
longer than 8, honestly.
it is. Yeah, they did shorten it, I think, slightly for 8. But I also have it at low C. We finally have an
Let's
agreement.
go.
The one
As
track
much as
we
you
have.
like this course in 8, and we had an argument
Yeah,
before.
no, I was saying if it was 8 version, it'd be like probably A tier. But
Well, no, we
it
had an
then
argument with Liam. That's who. Yeah.
oh yeah, because yeah, no, if it was 8 version specifically, I'd put it in A, but it's the
Yeah.
original, so C.
All right. So,
Two more.
Banshee Boardwalk. I honestly have a soft spot for ghost houses in Mario games. I was so upset there wasn't one in Odyssey. But Banshee
Oh
Boardwalk is
yeah,
obviously an infinitely better version of the
Ghost Valley.
SNES tracks, and I don't think I like Boo Lake all that. I'm not too crazy about Boo Lake. However, I do like Luigi's Mansion. Everybody loves Luigi's Mansion.
See, Blue Lake and
Twisted
Broken
Mansion.
Pier.
Twisted
See,
Mansion, on the other hand, not my favorite, but this one I like, and it was in DS too, so this is top of A for me. I
yeah,
love the aesthetic.
Blue Lake and Broken Pier were the GBA version of the Ghost Valley
Yeah,
tracks.
I
Their
I
remake of it.
I really love the ghost aesthetic. I love that you can go into a house now. It's not just a pier. Um, and all
Oh yeah.
the twisting paths and the fake outs and the bats and I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh God, you
And the
got me
music
feeling.
is great too. And it's top of
Oh
it.
yeah, it's pretty much a remix of the Super Mario Kart Ghost Valley music, which I love.
Yeah.
Which you know what's funny? Blue Lake and Broken Pier are too, or at least the beginning part of the song,
Mhm.
because it does the duh do, which itself is a remix of Super Mario World Ghost House music.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
God,
no,
it just
even well, Mario. It doesn't start like that. Mario World Ghost House music starts with the
yeah, but it's the
and then
second part
it's
of the song. The
bum 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 bum, which is just the
yeah, but the
main theme, I
yeah,
think.
it's the remix of the second part of the Ghost House music. The
Yeah.
oh yeah, the yeah, no way. I feel bad because it's if it was a DS version, great, but in 64 I hated it, so I put it in D.
Yeah, it's a little challenging. But I think I have too much. I think nostalgia might be blinding me, so I think we could put it at
Yeah,
bottom of A.
yeah, because I kind of struggled with it. I just remember like
Yeah, I do remember struggling with it a little
I
bit,
will
especially
say
because there's a little
is
bit of tight turns. So I will agree
I
there.
will say of the peer type um Ghost tracks, it is definitely better than Ghost Valley. I don't know if I like Blue Lake better yet. I'd have to think about that more, but
I
it is
think,
definitely
I
better.
mean, not to start talking about uh like cups yet, but I think this is probably one of the better distributions of tracks. I think the harder ones come later, the harder and longer ones come later, and the only thing that I would make a change is maybe Luigi Raceway. Mm,
Hmm.
I think maybe Luigi Raceway would start the Flower Cup, Mario Raceway
No, no,
starts
no,
the
no.
Mushroom Club, and then Toad's
Mario Raceway should
Turnpike is
start Flower
actually at
Cup.
the end of Flower Cup.
No, no. Mario Raceway is longer. I feel like it still should start from Flower Cup though. Luigi Raceway definitely is more starter like.
But other than that, I think the distribution from or the
You know
learn what
what?
do you call it the
Yeah,
difficulty is good. The
I also
distribution of tracks is good.
I
Unlike
do agree with
fucking
the
super.
Toad's Turnpike one. I do agree with Toad's Turnpike as well. Like swap that and Calamari Desert, and I think it'd work fine.
And I
Also,
don't mean to jump the gun here, but like yeah, it I think that the distribution is great.
I would also say DK, yeah, DK Jungle Parkway, swap that with Bowser's Castle and put Bowser's Castle right before Rainbow Road because that one is really hard still.
Push
Um,
them up, but I don't think
yeah,
Banshee should.
Yoshi and Banshee, and then Bowser's Castle, and then Rainbow Road. Like I think that'd be a pretty good final cup.
Um,
And then
I would
you could
say
also
maybe put Wario at the end in DK.
mm,
I think DK is a good starter.
no. Oh wait. We have Royal Raceway to start, Sherbet Land, then DK, then Wario Stadium. I feel like because of its length, it should
Yeah,
be last. Yeah, that'd be a
yeah.
good. Yeah, that's. This was back when they didn't really know how to distribute tracks by difficulty yet, or whatever. They just tried to do
It's
like,
definitely a lot better than Super. I can tell you that.
yeah, Super was just okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here's this. We're going in order.
But I think the
Um,
distribution of difficulty is pretty good. I mean, there's some that you could
yeah,
swap around, but like going from the top of the cup to the end of the cup, and then going from mushroom to special. I think Luigi Raceway is the easiest, and Rainbow Road is the hardest. I mean,
yeah. If you were just playing them in order of cup, they're sorted, but some of them would definitely need to be swapped around.
yeah. All
Yeah, this
right,
was back
so
before they fully knew how to do that.
yeah.
They just
Speaking
kind of
of
put them
Rainbow
over.
Road,
Oh yeah.
I don't like the original.
Oh boy.
I don't like the original. I love the 8 version. I don't like the original. One, it's too long. Two, I don't like the original road. I think that the Super's road is much cooler. Um, what was? Oh, I didn't. I think the fireworks. They're not even fireworks. They're just like
It's like a light show in the
constellations. Yeah,
sky.
I think that they're way too out of place. I think that if they were maybe positioned a little bit better, it would be
I
or
will say,
smaller. Again, the track is
yeah,
way too long. Is the chain chomp in this one? It's the
yeah,
one
they
that's
are.
actually on the track. I think that's a pretty
They're
cool
just
idea.
nom.
I think it's a cool. I think that's probably the best part of the track. But even like the actual layout of the track and the you know, the depth, it's just really boring. I like at least an 8. They gave it a lot more visual fidelity. There was the
Fireworks will work better than the light show. I will say the
yeah,
fireworks make more
yeah. No,
sense because it's
that
above
was
a
a good
city.
fix. Yeah,
It's
and
above a
then
city, so the city is
yeah,
shooting off fireworks. So
having
that
the
actually
zero
makes sense.
gravity helps a lot. Having the wavy parts of the track, although I don't like how they have the chain shot bouncing, it should be chomping on the track still. Um,
I
but
think they did
I
that so you can
don't.
get some tricks.
Yeah,
I think they did that so you can do some tricks because
yeah.
there's
So
no other
I
really places to
definitely
do.
like the 8 version so much better, but everyone else does too. But this is probably it is an incredibly weak track, but because it's Rainbow Road, I still put it top of C.
May I say though, I feel like N64 Rainbow Road and Mario Kart 8 is like one of the most chaotic tracks in that whole game.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
it's like not even like obviously Rainbow Road's gonna be chaotic, but it's like it feels like whenever I play it online, like it's just getting hit all the time. Like my God,
Yeah.
it is the pro track. No, but I have it in S. It's my third favorite
Oh
track.
no.
I actually really love it. Like
Well, since we
I
have
actually
F, we can put it in C because it's mid.
true,
But
but I have it in S. I love
I
N64.
I
Whenever it
refuse to
is
put
on.
it anywhere above B. I'm sorry, I can't.
May I say the feels its music gives me though? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. The
I
music, like, holy
I'm
cow.
not gonna deny that it's a bad. I'm not gonna say it's a bad track. I just think that it's, again, just like no, not Calamari Desert, like Yoshi Valley. It is bad here, good later. It's not a bad track, but it's just bad here.
I think
Um,
the one hard part about it, like I would say that really sucks is that because it's so long, if you get hit like by someone and they pass you and then you get hit by multiple people, you're not catching up. Like it's so long they will get far ahead, and you're probably not catching up. Like
So
it's hard.
unfortunately,
It is a front running track in 64. Like if
yeah,
you're in first and you block items, you'll stay in first. But if you get hit, nah, just restart the whole cup at that point.
yeah. I again because it's so long, but I refuse to put it above B. The most I can do is bottom of B.
Okay, that's fair.
You don't have no rebuttal for me. You're just like, yep,
Go ahead. I mean, I like it, and
bottom
you
bitch.
don't, so it's kind of. I really thought we'd have more agreements, but we had
I
more.
don't I like it, but it's just
We had
whatever
more.
here.
We actually had more disagreements with this one than we had with Super Mario
But you
Kart.
just the problem is we're here to discuss, and you're over here like, yep, it's okay. You can put it in F. I'm like, what? Like, give me an argument. Like, Hylian was ready to fight to the death with me over
Okay,
Twilight
wait, wait,
Princess.
wait, okay,
Like,
wait. What else is in B? What else is in
all right,
B?
well,
What else
we
is in
are
B?
done, so we can start. We can start
Yeah,
reformatting here. So,
because we can move some stuff around.
yes. All right. So, we have S tier, uh, Choco Mountain. Let me actually. Um. Okay. I'm gonna put. Okay. Okay. So S tier. Choco Mountain, Royal Raceway, Bowser's Castle, A, Moo Moo Farm, Koopa Troopa Beach, DK Parkway. Yeah, Banshee Boardwalk. B, Sherbet Land. No, Frappe Snowland, Luigi Circuit, Calamari Desert, Mario Raceway, Royal Ri- what?
Rainbow Road,
Rainbow Road, Waluigi Stadium, uh,
Wario Stadium.
sorry,
Waluigi didn't exist yet.
Wario Stadium. No, that's not true. He was in N64 Mario Tennis.
Yeah, but that came out in 2000.
Oh, okay. Frappe
64 came out
Snowland,
like, yeah.
Yoshi Valley, and then skipping D all the way to F is Toad's Turnpike.
We don't have a D in there?
No.
What's in C?
Wario
Say C again.
Stadium, Sherbet Land, and Yoshi Valley.
I feel like because like Yoshi Valley, we both kind of agreed kind of sucked. Maybe we can at least move that one to D. I feel
Okay,
like
I
that
want to
one.
put Calamari lower so bad.
Where's Calamari B?
Middle of B.
Hmm. What's below it in B?
Mario Circuit and Rainbow Road.
You know
Mario
what? I
Raceway.
can you can move it lower if you want. Maybe lower B or high C, I guess.
Okay.
Because I guess I could understand liking those better than Calamari.
So what are we doing? S
Mm,
tier, Choco Mountain, Royal Raceway, Bowser's Castle. A, Moo Moo Farm, Frap. Sorry. Okay, let me start over. My brain's shutting down. S tier, Choco Mountain, Royal Raceway, Bowser's Castle. A tier, Moo Moo Farm, Koopa Troopa Beach, DK Jungle Parkway, Banshee Boardwalk. B, Frappe Snowland, Luigi's Raceway, Mario Raceway, Rainbow Road, Calamari Desert. C, Wario Stadium, Sherbet Land. D, Yoshi Valley. F, Toad's Turnpike.
man, does Moo Moo Farm have to be higher than Frappe Snowland? I think that hurts me. Oh my god.
No, I mean yes. Yes, it's better than Frappe Snowland.
I feel
I
like
like
if you
Frappe
keep
Snowland, but
I
it's
feel like
better
if you
than.
keep it I feel like if you keep it in A, put it at least above Banshee Boardwalk and below the other two. And also in
No.
B and also in B, the Rainbow Road may be above the circuits. I don't know though.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I'm
No,
fine with
no.
everything else. It's not.
So, Moo Moo Farm. Oh, no, I can't. I can't put it. I can't put it above Koopa Troopa Beach.
Come on, Kuchu Beach is far better.
The only one I could maybe. I'll put Koopa Troopa Beach lower, and I'll put DK higher. That's the only thing I can do. So A is DK Jungle Parkway, Moo Moo Farm, Koopa Troopa Beach, and Banshee Boardwalk. However, I barely let you move Calamari Desert below Rainbow Road because I hate Calamari Desert more than I hate Rainbow Road, but I can't move it any higher than that.
Calamari is lower than
Technically,
Rainbow Road right
yeah.
now.
Technically, it
That's
would be
fine.
higher if Calamari was in C, higher, even though it's still bottom of B.
What's in C again?
Wario Stadium and Sherbetland.
Mm,
I just can't put it above second to
can,
last B. I can't put it above that.
what do you think? High C or should we do like low B because it's still kind of like an average kind of
No,
track to you?
I'm talking about Rainbow Road. I can't put it
Oh,
in,
Rainbow Road?
yeah, Rainbow Road.
Oh no, never
I
mind.
can't put it above. I can't, but like it's second to last in B. I would like it to go
Mm.
lower actually, but
What's first in B?
frappe.
You can move it right below Frappe. Yeah, I don't mind. I think that's reasonable.
No, you're moving it higher. What do you mean?
You said you don't want it any higher than second to last in B, so I
Second to
said second to last in B.
last, like bottom of
Oh,
B.
um, okay, I guess. Never mind then.
Bottom of B. I won't go any above bottom B.
It is funny we only have one D and one F because that's actually how it is on my tier list. I have literally one D and one F.
Okay, so at this or this is it then, right?
Yeah,
All right. S
might as
Choco
well.
Mountain, Royal Raceway, Bowser's Castle. A DK Jungle Parkway, Moo Moo Farm, uh, Koopa Troopa Beach, Banshee Boardwalk. B Frappe Snowland, uh, Luigi Raceway, Mario Raceway, Rainbow Road, Calamari Desert. C Wario Stadium, Sherbet Land. D Yoshi Valley. F Toad's Turnpike.
All right, yeah, that seems pretty reasonable to me. So there we go.
Come on. I only have until 8, but you why
No,
why are you just
I
going along with this?
didn't you say that was it? I can't move anything
You
else.
can move, but like
Every
you're
every
not as much as you love
every
Rainbow
other
Road, you are not fighting me on this, which I am perfectly fine with, but it's just like you really don't care that much to fight. Like Hylian, like I said, he was ready to throw fist over Twilight Princess, and you're just like, yep, okay.
well, because I feel like no matter what I say, you literally won't let me move Moo Farm any lower. Like I've been
Like you
trying to
have
get
to
you to move it
it's
lower.
not like can you move it? It's like convince me. Why should I move it?
Well, I mean, okay, especially compared to Kubachuba Beach, like Moo Farm is just like an oval. Like
Koopa
that's
Troopa
it.
Beach is literally an oval. It's just a round Koopa the
Yeah, but
beach.
it has a little more than just like turning it like for 2 minutes. You actually have to like kind of dodge and weave around like the Koopa statue and like some trees and some other stuff. And Rainbow Road, like like Luigi Circuit's great, Mario Raceway is great, but like Rainbow Road, come on, it's far better than. It's also like the first 3D Rainbow Road. Like it set a standard for future Rainbow Roads. Like I don't
I
know.
would love to speak more positively about this Rainbow Road, but it's way too
Just
bland. It's way too long.
Moo Moo Farm can at least go on top of B. Like I'll accept that. I'll accept top of B. I just feel like the ones in A it does not compare to like at all. Especially because the ones
But
in
what
the
do
other
I
ones in A
get out
are
of it? If I move Moo Moo
well,
Farm down and then move Sherbet Land up, what do I
well,
get out of it?
no,
Because
because
that one
like
was an S tier.
well also in Moo Moo Farm, like what were the other ones like Frappe Snowland and Koopa Troopa Beach and one more,
In A? In
or is it
A, it's
just
DK,
oh
Moo Moo
yeah Jungle
Farm,
Parkway?
Koopa Troopa Beach, and Banshee.
Like it's like Moo Moo Farm's like the one standout in there that like people seem to forget about the most out of all of them. Like The other ones are just far more fan favorites and have better
Where did
track
you
design
put
and
Choco
layout.
Mountain?
Where did on mine?
Yeah.
A. I had mine in A.
Where'd you put Banshee?
D.
Damn it. I will move Moo Moo Farm and move up Frappe to bottom. Or I will not swap them. I'll put Moo Moo where Frappe is now. Frappe at bottom. Only if you let me put Banshee in S.
Up with Royal, Choco Mountain, and Bowser's Castle.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just I haven't really played the DS version, or at least I don't remember. Like for me, it's just based on how hard it is to play in the game because it has like the sharp turns and the controls of
Yeah, again,
64 or whatever.
I didn't focus
But
on controls. I
like
focused on visuals,
from
track
the other
layout.
side, though, I could see why people would like it. And yeah, you're right. If I'm not going off controls, it is actually a banger track. Like I will say that is mainly how the game controls and stuff that just really messed it up for me. But it is like a track people love, so I can understand that. If you want it in S, I can
You'll
like that one.
concede, then I'll
I'm not even
concede.
saying that. I'm not even saying that as like, oh, not trying to fight it. Like I actually can understand why it would be up there. Like
Then I
it's
concede with Moo Moo.
if we're
That
going off track, if we're going off track layout, amazing
yeah
layout for
yeah.
Banshee.
So we're making the trade.
Better than the oval that is Moo Moo Farm.
All right. So we have S. Now this is the definitive tier list.
Okay.
Choco Mountain, Royal Raceway, Bowser's Castle, Banshee Boardwalk. A. Jungle Parkway, Koopa Troopa Beach, Frappe Snowland. B. Moo Moo Farm, Luigi's Circuit, Mario Circuit. I say circuit, but it's you know what I mean.
Raceway
Uh,
circuit, yeah.
Rainbow Road, Calamari Desert. C. Wario Stadium, Sherbet Land. D. Yoshi Valley, F. Toad's Turnpike.
That all right. There it is.
All
We
right.
did it.
I'm trying to make you like. I mean, the other tier list would have been mine. I would agree with, but I need you to converse with me
I
here. You can't just
I'm
get like mowed down by me.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
yep.
I'm out of it right now. I'm sick. I'm not in the
I mean,
highest energy that I usually am.
I get it. I understand. It's just I'm just trying to like
And
because you're
also,
just like, yep, sure.
I was just genuinely confused because there weren't really many that I was like, would I change it? Like there was a lot. I was like, okay, I kind of understand it.
Because
Like
your two main points were Moo Moo Farm and Rainbow Road, and I put my foot down, and you didn't. You're just like, okay.
Rainbow Road and B though, I kind of was like, okay, fine, I get that. Like that,
Like
I understand
that's
why people would want that in B.
the like even though these videos are gonna be long, like this is the type of stuff that people would be looking forward to because it's like I have an opinion, and if you have a differing opinion, then we talk about it. We're just like, all right, fuck you. I want to hear you. You know what I mean? Like
See,
that's
if I wasn't
like
see if
yeah.
I wasn't sick, I would have had more energy.
Yeah,
I've
no,
just been
I totally understand.
oh,
I just
it's been like almost like 2 weeks and it won't leave me alone and I'm really
yeah,
annoyed.
no, I totally get it, and I apologize if I push you too far. That's not
Trust
the
me, the
point of
Super Mario,
this.
the Super. Did we even have to like fight over the Super Mario Kart ones? I think we were mostly in agreement for those because we were just like, okay, these tracks are,
Yeah.
eh.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
there was a
I
couple.
totally forgot.
Oh, I did fight for Mario Circuit 3 in the Super Mario Kart one because,
Yeah, I totally forgot. But all right, that was the definitive. Now we got to talk about cups. I totally forgot about cups.
well, this is gonna be a short one.
Yeah, this will be all right.
Also, yeah, there's gonna be like one or two tiers that we just don't use because there's only 4 cups.
Yeah, all right. So I know it says like
So
God tier and good, but we just replaced that with S A
yeah,
B C D. All right, I'm gonna reset this and open up
I
mine.
I went on I did the format like I did with Super Mario Kart where I ranked them based on where my other tracks or where my tracks are ranked overall. Oh, hi.
Yeah. Oh, I
Um,
didn't. I
so
again like I don't really like doing it that way just because it doesn't
cause like
seem
Because that's for me. Because for me, it's like if a cup has like three A tier tracks in it and then one like
Yeah, but like
C,
if
I'll
it's
put it.
just like, well, that's based on how the tracks are. I'm thinking more like bigger a bigger picture. Like, should this track actually go here? Is it Are the tracks
Hmm,
in them like any good together? Like in a series? Like it's
interesting.
like everything together. Like it's like they're meant to be together.
Like
Um,
Super Mario Kart, I had to do that though because it was it was really
yeah,
hard to tell with that game what cups are actually good.
yeah,
So, but I don't know. I just feel like ranking it that way is easier for me because if I don't like a lot of the tracks in a cup, I'm gonna rank it lower. Like, it's,
yeah.
I don't know.
All right,
My
so
mine mine
for
mine turned out interesting. Mine turned out very interesting. Also, my cat has now decided to join. Here's our
8:30
guest for this
actually,
episode.
so yeah, I actually have a little more time than I thought.
Oh, nice.
All right, so Mushroom Cup, which I guess I should probably open up that link again just for a refresher for people. Um,
Opening up what?
the track list.
Oh,
Mushroom
yeah.
Cup is Luigi Raceway, Moo Moo Farm, Koopa Troopa Beaks, and Calamari Desert. I have this one in Awesome tier, which is A tier.
I have it in B actually.
All right, where does it go then? Let's talk.
Yeah, that is hard to decide. A or B, but which one? Oh,
Looking
geez.
back, it has
We have
Moo Moo Farm.
yeah. See, so
You're lucky I didn't put it in S. The only reason why it went down one is because it's Calamari Desert. So
and especially because it ends with that.
yeah,
So like for you that
yeah,
would
it
be
just
like a
ends with a
boring ending.
shit track. So
For me, like that's a great ending, but for you, that's like ugh.
yeah, but that's why I
For
have it in A.
for me, it's like yeah, Luigi Raceway and Koopa Troopa Beach and Calamari all do it for me. So
But again, we're not talking about like how
you
good
know
the
what?
tracks are. I
Since
think having Calamari at the end of the first track is good. I think if we're
I think
talking big picture here.
I think A like is good,
All right.
especially for you with like Moo Moo Farm as well. I feel like that's and I like a lot of the tracks there and stuff, and I think it
Yeah.
works well enough. So
Yeah.
I
I
won't change
have
these though if I feel like I need to, but I feel like even with my like basing them on my track placements, I feel like it's still accurate.
yeah.
So
All right, Flower, Toad's Turnpike, Frappe Snowland, Choco Mountain, Mario Wasteway.
I know I always want to say Wasteway.
I have it in good, which is B.
I have it in A. Here we go again with
Ooh,
all of our B and A's are small. Oh man.
how do we want to do this? So why don't we
'Cause
put?
what do we have? Toad, Frappe, Choco, and Mario. Ooh.
I'll be fine putting it in A because of Choco. The only
Yeah.
reason it's like Calamari and Toad's Turnpike are just like it's just
Choco well, calamari was mushroom cup.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like there's
We
two
have we
bad
have
and then there's two great. So
Choco and Frappe Snowland, both. Like
I'll put it in.
A.
I'll put it in A for you. Yeah.
Yeah, because Choco and Frappe Snowland really make the cup.
All right, Star. I have that in good as well. I has Wario Stadium, which again is a good track. It's just
Yeah.
needs a remake. Bowser's Castle is great. Royal Raceway is great. I have it in, but I have it in B. Where do you have it?
Have it in A.
No, nah, we're putting it in B. We don't have any in B. I'm putting it in B. I don't know. There's no discussion
What
unless you have a
what
discussion.
what Royal Raceway and Bowser's Castle, bro? Come on. Like it starts off
We can't just have all
but then
A's.
but like come on,
Fine.
it starts off kind of meh with the first two, but then once you get to Royal and Bowser's Castle, it's like, oh heck yeah, dude. Even though Bowser's Castle I feel like should be in special, but whatever. It works. I feel like I feel like DK Jungle Parkway should be in Bowser's Castle spot, but I mean, also, you know what I'm realizing?
I
Because
can't.
the
I
Mario
just like
Wiki,
this is like I there's so many good tracks, but like I
also,
can't I'm not able to push any of the cups to S. I just can't.
also, also, random thing. Um, on the Mario Wiki, it actually tells you the lengths of the tracks. Roy Racer is actually top five. I did not realize that.
Oh.
Rainbow Road, then Wario Stadium's the second longest. Then um Toad's Turnpike's actually third longest. Wow. Then
Yeah.
Royal Raceway is the fourth longest, and then fifth is DK's Jungle Parkway. So Bowser's Castle feels long, but it's not as long as those five. Jeez.
Yeah. Where are we
Weird.
putting Star? It's just so hard. I can't put there because there's
I guess
there's
because of the
there's
first
usually like half good, half bad, and I can't put any in S because of that. And it's just like I don't want all of them to just be an A because
I
it's
feel like
like
okay, the first two with Mushroom and Flower, we both agreed like most of the cup was really good. Since this one's like half, I feel like B is reasonable. Like I feel
okay.
like B is like, oh, it's average, it has its mix of good and bad.
So
It's
here's the problem with special because I love Banshee,
oh
but
no, yeah,
I
you're right.
and there's Yoshi Valley and
Mm,
Rainbow Road and well DK ranked pretty high, but it's just I put it
where did
in
I
meh or C.
um I let me see Yoshi Valley, Banshee, and then Rainbow Road. I'm looking at where I place them, but also how the distribution is too. Okay, so Rainbow Road's my S tier, so like obviously for me that cup's gonna end with like a banger. Um, I have Parkway and B, but then Yoshi Valley and Boardwalk are C and D, so that's like a really mixed cup for me, and I just put the cup in B.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
This one's
feel
a honestly the other one was tough because it was just like the tracks are so whatever, but here it's tough because the distribution of tracks is good, but like we have two meh two good
the
tracks
one
in
thing for me
every
though
cup.
one thing that kind of for me that really does it though is the fact that it's not Bowser's Castle right before Rainbow Road. Like I just feel like it'd be a like I said, put DK Jungle Parkway where Bowser's Castle is, and
Yeah.
or like put it somewhere in Star. I feel like it'd fit better. I
Yeah.
mean, and I guess if we're going off the time that this was before it was a tradition to put Bowser's Castle as the second to last track, but looking back on it now in the modern age, it's like why
Yeah.
put it right after Banshee and Yoshi Valley. It fit well right there. But
So are we
whatever.
putting it in good in B? I don't I put it in D, so or C,
I have it
sorry.
in C, B. I could see high C as well. Low B or high C. I feel like either one kind of
So right
works.
now we have A mushroom flower and B star.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Star. Which has a better? Do you like Star Cup better than? That's really the question. Do we like Star Cup better than Special? Because hmm. 'Cause Star has Royal Raceway and Bowser's Castle.
I'd say
Special
yes
has.
because for me the only stick out is Banshee.
That's true.
With
And like
Star,
even
it's Wario, Royal Raceway, and Bowser's Castle.
and even Parkway, and even with Parkway too, but it's like that. Then you have Yoshi Valley Rainbow Road for you. Um, well, I do have Special as my lowest cup of the four, so yeah, low B, lower than Star.
All right.
That's so funny. It looks like my tier list. S, C, and D are not used at all.
Yeah.
It's just A and B. Because like when you have four, like it's there's probably not going to be that much distribution between them because it's like,
Yeah. All right. So we
but yeah, there you
have
go.
A tier, mushroom and flower, and B tier, star and special. Let's go.
In other words, you have
It's
two very
literally in order.
eh, almost. Yeah, mine is Star Flower Mushroom Special, but anyway, it's like the order's like okay, you have two cups that are average and then two cups that are good.
Yeah, and
Like that.
then,
That's
but that's the thing. There's so many great tracks in this, and they're just
yeah. Like
distributed all funky.
even with like tracks that you might hate, like Calamari Desert or Yoshi Valley, like even the cups overall aren't that bad. Like there's still some
Yeah.
good tracks in each one that I think
But even then, like
work.
I wouldn't like change them drastically. Like I wouldn't say, all right, Mushroom Cup, or no, I wouldn't say like Star Cup gets all the bangers. No, like I mean that's where like these would be more drastic if if we talk about the cup. I mean, I think our eight discussion was pretty good, but let's say we get to DS and I'm just like, all right, Shell Cup all bangers, and you're you know, and that's where to be like, all right, but this is just so nicely distributed that
That's
You
true.
know, there's
See,
too
with
good,
the
too bad, and it's in terms of like actual overall cup, it's the
as
difficulty's
we were
nice.
yeah, that's how I ranked him before, but as we were going, I realized even if I count distribution, my ranking still stays pretty much the same. Like it actually is
Mm,
just genuinely like I said, Star Cup is my favorite cup, but my one complaint is Bowser's Castle being here. But I mean,
yeah,
I but because it's a good track, I still kind of excuse that a little bit. But
yeah. All right.
um,
Well, that's
so
it, I
imagine
think.
what if it was a cup that had Calamari Desert, Yoshi Valley, Wario Stadium, and Rainbow Road in it? Then would you rank it low?
Yeah.
Your four least
Again,
favorite
I
tracks
don't.
all in one cup.
I think Wario Stadium's a little weird because I like it. I think it's a good track, but like in 64 specifically, it's a bad track, and I think that it needs a remake. It desperately
No,
needs a
no joke.
remake.
No joke at this point, because it's the only Mario Kart 64 track that hasn't been remade. There's no way it isn't guaranteed for next Mario Kart game. Like there is
Yeah.
no way.
Well,
Like
you can't have Wario
because
Stadium and Wario Coliseum.
no, what I thought was one of them comes as DLC. Wario
Mm,
Stadium is in the base game, and if they do DLC, that's where Wario
Coliseum's
Coliseum comes in.
not coming in this DLC. There's no way.
No, next game. Like
Oh,
next game,
okay.
if they do DLC, they have Wario Stadium in the base game, and then if they do DLC for that game, that's when they can introduce. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they won't have like two Wario tracks anymore for retro tracks, but
Yeah.
so one of them will get in
Well, also
base
H
game.
H retro tracks were weird because there's no retro Bowser Castle and there's two retro Rainbow Roads. So
Please just let the booster course pass have one. I used to think the SNES track we're getting next wave actually was gonna be Koopa Beach, but recently SNES Bowser's Castle was data mined for Tour, so please let it be that.
yeah.
So we can have a retro Bowser's Castle. Oh,
All
please.
right. Well, you want to
I hope
wrap it
so.
up, or is there anything else you want
Oh
to
yeah.
say?
Um, tune in whenever the heck we next do this for Super Circuit tracks when we have 40 to rank, which oh
Oh,
my god, that is gonna
40? Oh yeah,
that's
because five, there's 10 cups for some
there's
reason.
yeah, there's 20 in Super Circuit and 20 in Super Mario Kart.
God,
So oh my god.
Jesus. Oh my God.
See, isn't that weird to think that every game had like 16, but until Mario Kart 8 got DLC, Super Circuit had the most amount of tracks. Super Circuit of all games had the most tracks until Mario Kart
Yeah.
8 got DLC.
But even
And now
Super was weird because it had 4 cups, but 5 tracks in
five.
each cup.
Oh yeah,
So
4 cups for 5 tracks. Super Circuit did
Super
5 cups
Tracks
with
has
4 tracks.
five tracks, 5 cups, and
No,
then
4 tracks for 5 cups. Yeah,
4 tracks, five. So they redistributed the Super
yeah.
Circuit tracks
You know what's
or the
funny
Super
is
track.
The Super Circuit had a Lightning Cup, which did not exist, and we did not see Lightning Cup again until DS when they brought it back for a Retro Cup, which was interesting.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the Super Circuit ones they or Super Mario Kart ones they redistributed. They had an
Mm,
extra cup, and like they went in order still, but like it was just kind of whatever four landed there were there,
yeah.
and then
It was a
so
little
like
weird because it doesn't. I don't
Mario
think that
Circuit,
Bowser's Castle ends on every. Like I think Bowser's Castle
Mushroom
starts Flower,
Mushroom Cup
right?
does. Mushroom Cup, no, because first cup in Super Mario Kart was again the distribution was weird. It was Mario Circuit, Donut Plains, then
It
was it
always ended with Bowser's Castle.
no, because it went Bowser's Castle 1 and then Mario Circuit 2 for some reason, which I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah.
But in Super Circuit, Mushroom Cup ends with Bowser's Castle 1, and then the new then Flower starts with Mario Circuit 2 in Super Circuit. So it kind of
Mm,
like redistributed the order made a little more sense in Super Circuit.
yeah. I
But
think because there are five, I
yeah,
mean, it makes more sense that Bowser's Castle end them, but they didn't even do
we
that.
had 40, then 8 with 48, and now here we are with freaking 8 Deluxe. It's gonna freaking 96 in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
and then that's
god.
my biggest worry, right? With 9 or 10, whatever you want to call it.
10, technically, yeah.
I honestly hope they go back to subtitles so we don't even have to have the argument. Oh, it's Mario Kart 9.
Probably.
No, it's like
I feel like it like Tor like kind of went back to subtitles,
yeah.
technically. So
So a lot of people's argument is, oh, we're gonna go back to at least with Smash because we already had the Ultimate Smash game. Even though people say that Mario Kart is becoming Ultimate Mario Kart, it's not the Ultimate Mario Kart, and it probably won't be even after post DLC unless we had every track and every every
Mm,
character, a double
I
dash
feel
mode. You know what I mean? It's not the ultimate Mario Kart. So
every track would be a little weird though, because wouldn't it be kind of redundant having like all the SNES tracks, all four Mario circuits, all
yeah,
three
yeah.
donut planes?
Point
Like
being,
that'd be
point being is
maybe
that
unless they
ultimate.
choose
There was an
one.
ultimate Smash game. Next Smash game, we don't know what's gonna have if there even is gonna be a next Smash game. I think Smash makes too much money not to have a new Smash game, but in that
Some people
context,
are
if we have another iterative Smash game, like technically whatever would have come after four if we didn't have Ultimate, like the next iterative game, it's gonna feel significantly worse and less valuable compared to Ultimate.
yeah,
People are gonna think about it like that. They're gonna be like, well,
it's
this
gonna be
is
the
a
next.
definite downgrade from Ultimate, but that's why I'm thinking, well, why don't they just change up the system? Maybe it's a 3D
It's
fighter, maybe it's
it's gonna
developed
be
by
the
somebody
next.
else. You know,
Yeah, compared to
that's
8 Deluxe and Tour, like the content on the next. Although I have a theory that like because of how long it's been in development, like other than tracks which we're already getting and some of the characters, they're gonna take a lot of the exclusive tour features and put them in the next one. Bring back mission mode, have all the costumes, have a bunch of carts, have
yeah,
like maybe I had a dream. I had like a weird dream that like they were gonna do 24 cups again, like how the booster course pass with 8 Deluxe has
hmm
24, with 48 retros and 48 nitros. Oh my
yeah,
god, that'd be insane. If they
yeah,
do that, they don't even need all the retros. Just bring back like 48 retros,
yeah,
have 48 nitros, all the tour costumes, all the tour cards and glider skins and whatever else.
yeah,
And like mission mode, that could be like better than 8 Deluxe. I
yeah,
That was one thing I thought. They want to let Tour run its course, get all the features in, and then they just port them over. I mean, look how
yeah,
well the booster course pass is done just putting in all the Tor Nitro
yeah.
tracks. Like you can go
So
beyond that,
back to my
man.
point is that Smash would not do well if they just made another iterative game. That's why I think that they're gonna
Sadly,
change it up and make it basically an entirely
yeah.
different game. However,
Like
with
it's not gonna sell as well as Ultimate.
Mario Kart 8 started out as an iterative game. It just had DLC and then it got more DLC. So it's
No, it got
questionable.
DLC.
There's
It got
no way
DLC.
that the next Mario Kart game is gonna be like a different game. There's no way it's going to be that. But at the same time, people are going to be very disappointed when we get 16 cups or 16 tracks. Uh,
Yeah.
so
See, that's why I told you it would be so great if we did have like 24 cups like we have now in 8 Deluxe. It'd be
yeah,
insane. 24 nitros, and then you press like the R button and it scrolls over to the retro cups or something.
hmm
Which again, you can't fit every retro, but you can get a good variety from Super to Tour, just bunch of retros,
yeah.
and then no, obviously not every Tour track would come
And
back in the
then
next game.
what's
But
even going to be worse is people already are talking about how they hate, the booster course pass, but that's probably what nine's going to, or probably what the next game's going to look like, unless
yeah,
they
there.
go back to eight style and
I
make,
don't think so though,
take
because
their time, because
I
what
don't
we
think they
see in the
will,
booster
because
course pass is just what an actual HD Mario Kart would look like. We just got lucky with 8 and they actually decided to take their time for
see,
whatever reason.
yeah, I think they're gonna do what Sakurai did with Brawl. They want Mario Kart 8's art style to be exclusive to it, to make it stand out from other games, to make
hmm
it feel like it's unique. The next one will probably have better graphics, but they won't be as realistic. They'll be more cartoony, which I'm fine with because
hmm
I prefer the more cartoony graphics anyway.
I think
But
that I really like eights
it'll
because
still look good.
I think I like I don't hate what they have with BCP, but I like I prefer the 8 style of graphics, but with Smash I didn't like Brawl's art design. I didn't like
See,
it.
and then
As much as I
Brawl
love
they had
Brawl, I
that.
didn't
Then
like that.
3DS and Wii U went back to the like really cartoony look. Ultimate, what I love that Ultimate did is it kind of merged the Brawl and like Smash 3DS and Wii U look because
hmm
like they're cartoony, but they're also kind of very detailed looking. Like
I mean,
Mario's overalls
look
are
at what's the DK map from Melee that they remade?
Congo Falls.
Yeah, Congo. Look at Congo Falls and look at
That looks amazing.
the Kirby level, the Kirby.
Out in the Dreams looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Oh
So
my
I mean,
god.
look at that. It's super realistic, and they still have the
Um,
cartoony
but
models.
yeah, and like Mario, like his overalls and Smash 3DS and Wii U were just kind of flat texture. Brawl, they were detailed. And Ultimate, they're cartoony, but they still have like the little denim detail on it.
hmm
It's like they merged Brawl and the last two games graphics
hmm
together in like one, which I think works well. And also darker colors.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Their colors are darker than Ultimate, like Brawl had, but it's still cartoony.
All right. We should
Like it's
probably end
anyway.
this.
Yeah. So next Super Circuit with 40 tracks, so it'll take even longer than this did, which is gonna be madness.
Yeah. All right.
So,
We'll see you then.
yeah. Click like and subscribe, and
Adios and
make
Waluigi and boomers.